Have you ever wondered what it would be like to completely transform your life in just 3 weeks? Imagine waking up every day feeling confident, motivated, and in control of your thoughts. It might sound too good to be true, but what if I told you that it's not only possible but scientifically proven? Welcome to our journey of mind reprogramming, where we'll explore 5 powerful techniques that can rewire your brain and transform your life in just 21 days. We all struggle with negative thoughts and limiting mental patterns at times, but the good news is that our brains are incredibly adaptable. Thanks to neuroplasticity, we can literally reshape our neural pathways and create new positive habits of thinking. In this video, we'll dive deep into the science of cognitive restructuring and provide you with practical, easy-to-implement strategies that have been validated by numerous studies. From mindfulness to visualization, we'll cover a range of techniques that cater to different learning styles and preferences. So, are you ready to take control of your mind and unlock your full potential? Let's embark on this transformative journey together and discover how you can reprogram your mind for success, happiness, and fulfillment. Stay tuned because the next 21 days could be the beginning of a whole new you. Imagine your mind as a vast, bustling city. Thoughts race through the streets like cars, some speeding recklessly, others stuck in traffic jams of repetitive patterns. Now picture yourself as the traffic controller standing atop the tallest skyscraper. This is the essence of conscious attention, the ability to observe and direct the flow of your thoughts. Conscious attention is the cornerstone of mind reprogramming. It's the difference between being swept away by the current of your thoughts and standing firmly on the riverbank, choosing which streams to follow. But why is this skill so crucial? Our brains are wired for efficiency, often running on autopilot. While this saves energy, it can also perpetuate negative thought patterns. By developing conscious attention, we create a pause between stimulus and response, a space where change becomes possible. Let's try a quick exercise to experience this firsthand. Close your eyes for a moment and focus on your breath. Notice the sensation of air entering and leaving your nostrils. If your mind wanders, and it will, gently bring your attention back to your breath. This simple act of noticing and redirecting is conscious attention in action. The benefits of honing this skill are profound. Studies have shown that increased mindfulness can reduce stress, improve emotional regulation, and even enhance cognitive function. A 2011 study published in Psychiatry Research, Neuroimaging found that just 8 weeks of mindfulness practice led to increased gray matter density in brain regions associated with learning, memory, and emotional regulation. But conscious attention isn't just about formal meditation. It's a skill you can practice throughout your day. Try this. The next time you're eating, really pay attention to the flavors, textures, and sensations. When you're in conversation, focus fully on the other person's words and expressions. These small acts of mindfulness can gradually reshape your neural pathways, making conscious attention your default mode. As you develop this skill, you'll start to notice patterns in your thinking. You might catch yourself falling into familiar worry spirals or self-criticism loops. This awareness is the first step towards change. Remember, you're not trying to stop thoughts. That's impossible. Instead, you're learning to observe them without getting caught up in their story. Conscious attention also paves the way for the other techniques we'll explore in this series. It's like preparing the soil before planting seeds. The more you practice, the more fertile your mind becomes for positive change. So, are you ready to take control of your mental traffic? In our next chapter, we'll build on this foundation and explore how to actively interrupt negative thought patterns. But for now, I challenge you to spend the next 24 hours practicing conscious attention. Notice your thoughts, your surroundings, your reactions. You might be surprised at what you discover about yourself. Remember, this journey of mind reprogramming isn't about achieving perfection. It's about progress, one conscious moment at a time. Your brain is incredibly adaptable. All it needs is your attention and intention. Stay tuned because in our next chapter, we're going to dive into some powerful techniques for breaking free from negative thought cycles. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Let's kick things off with a thought-provoking question. What if you could stop a negative thought in its tracks, just like hitting a pause button on your mental remote control? This isn't science fiction. It's the power of pattern interruption, a game-changing technique in the world of mind reprogramming. Negative thought patterns are like well-worn paths in a forest. The more we travel them, the deeper and more automatic they become. But here's the exciting part. We have the power to create new paths. This is where pattern interruption comes into play. Pattern interruption is rooted in cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, a widely researched and effective approach to changing thought patterns. According to a meta-analysis published in Cognitive Therapy and Research, CBT techniques like pattern interruption have shown significant efficacy in treating various mental health issues, including depression and anxiety. So, how do we identify these pesky negative thought patterns? It starts with awareness. Pay attention to your internal dialogue. Do you often find yourself thinking, "I'm not good enough," or "things never work out for me"? These are examples of negative recurring thoughts that we need to interrupt. Let's break down the process. 1. Recognize. The first step is to catch yourself in the act. This is where the conscious attention we discussed in Chapter 1 becomes crucial. 2. Stop. Once you've recognized the negative pattern, it's time to hit that mental pause button. You can do this by literally saying "stop" out loud or in your head. 3. Redirect. Now it's time to switch tracks. This could involve asking yourself a question, focusing on your breath, or engaging in a quick physical action like snapping your fingers. 4. Replace. Finally, replace the negative thought with a more balanced or positive one. Let's put this into practice with a real-life scenario. Imagine you're about to give a presentation at work. The negative thought loop starts. "I'm going to mess this up. Everyone will think I'm incompetent." Here's how you could apply pattern interruption. 1. Recognize, there's that negative self-talk again. 2. Stop. Said firmly to yourself. 3. Redirect. Take a deep breath and ask, what would I tell a friend in this situation? 4. Replace. I've prepared well for this presentation. Even if it's not perfect, it's an opportunity to learn and grow. Research has shown that this technique can be highly effective. A study published in the Journal of Behavior Therapy and Experimental Psychiatry found that interrupting negative thought patterns and replacing them with neutral or positive thoughts led to significant reductions in anxiety and improvements in mood. The beauty of pattern interruption is that it becomes more natural with practice. It's like learning to play an instrument. At first, it feels awkward and requires conscious effort, but over time it becomes second nature. Here's a challenge for you. For the next 24 hours, every time you catch yourself in a negative thought pattern, practice the 4 steps of pattern interruption. Keep a tally of how many times you do this. You might be surprised at how often these patterns occur, and how empowering it feels to interrupt them. Remember, the goal isn't to never have negative thoughts. That's unrealistic. The aim is to become skilled at recognizing and redirecting them, giving yourself the power to choose your mental path. As we wrap up this chapter, think about how this technique could change your daily life. Imagine facing challenges with a newfound mental resilience. Picture yourself navigating stressful situations with greater ease and confidence. In our next chapter, we'll explore another powerful tool in your mind reprogramming toolkit, reframing. But before we move on, I want to hear from you. How has pattern interruption worked for you? What challenges did you face? Share your experiences in the comments below. Your insights could be incredibly helpful for others on this journey. Are you enjoying the video so far? Then don't forget to leave a like. Stay tuned, because in our next installment we're going to dive into the art of reframing, a technique that can transform how you view every situation in your life. Trust me, it's a game changer you won't want to miss. What if every challenge you face could be viewed as an opportunity in disguise? Welcome to the transformative world of reframing, a powerful cognitive technique that can revolutionize your perception and your life. Reframing isn't about denying reality or forced optimism. It's about expanding your perspective to see situations from multiple angles, often uncovering opportunities where you once saw only obstacles. This technique is a cornerstone of cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, and has been shown to significantly impact mental well-being. According to a study published in the Journal of Consulting and Clinical Psychology, individuals who regularly practice reframing experience reduced symptoms of anxiety and depression, and report higher levels of life satisfaction. But how exactly does this mental shift work in everyday life? At its core, reframing involves changing the way you look at a situation by altering its context or meaning. It's like adjusting the lens on a camera. Suddenly, the same scene looks entirely different. Let's break down the reframing process with some real-life examples. 1. Identify the negative thought or situation. 2. Examine the thought. Is it based on facts or assumptions? 3. Challenge the thought. Are there alternative explanations or perspectives? 4. Create a new, more balanced or positive interpretation. Example 1. Work presentation negative thought. I'm terrified of public speaking. I'll probably mess up and embarrass myself. Reframed thought. This presentation is an opportunity to share my expertise and contribute valuable ideas to the team. Example 2. Unexpected rain negative thought. This rain ruined my outdoor plans. The whole day is wasted. Reframed thought. This rain is nurturing the plants and cleaning the air. It's a perfect chance to enjoy some cozy indoor activities I've been putting off. Example 3. Traffic jam negative thought. This traffic is making me late. It's going to ruin my entire day. Reframed thought. This extra time in the car is an opportunity to listen to that podcast I've been meaning to catch up on or practice some mindfulness. Example 4. Criticism at work negative thought. My boss criticized my project. I'm a failure at my job. Reframed thought. This feedback, while difficult to hear, provides valuable insights on how I can improve and grow in my role. Example 5. Canceled plans negative thought. My friend canceled our plans. They probably don't really like spending time with me. Reframed thought. Life gets busy sometimes. This free evening is a chance to practice self-care or pursue a personal hobby I enjoy. Now let's try a quick exercise. Think of a recent situation that upset you. Got it? Great. Now ask yourself these questions. What are 3 potential positive outcomes from this situation? How might this experience help me grow or learn? In 5 years, how might I view this situation differently? This exercise helps train your brain to automatically seek alternative perspectives, a skill that becomes more natural with practice. Interestingly, research in neuroscience supports the effectiveness of reframing. A study published in the journal Social Cognitive and Affective Neuroscience found that reframing activates the prefrontal cortex, the brain region associated with emotional regulation and cognitive control. This suggests that reframing isn't just positive thinking, it's actively rewiring your brain. But reframing isn't just for negative situations. It can also enhance positive experiences. For instance, example 6. Job promotion initial thought. I'm lucky I got this promotion. Reframed thought. My hard work, skills, and dedication earned me this promotion. Example 7. Weight loss initial thought. I only lost 2 pounds this month. That's hardly anything. Reframed thought. I've made progress towards my health goals. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. Here's a challenge for you. For the next week, practice reframing at least one situation each day. Start with small, everyday occurrences. Maybe it's a long line at the grocery store, opportunity to practice patience, a rainy day, perfect for indoor productivity, or a mistake at work, chance to learn and improve. Remember, the goal of reframing isn't to ignore problems or pretend everything is perfect. It's about finding a more balanced, constructive way to view situations. This doesn't mean every reframe will be positive. Sometimes a neutral perspective is the most helpful. As you practice reframing, you might notice a shift in your overall outlook. A study in the Journal of Positive Psychology found that regular reframing exercises led to increased optimism and resilience over time. Imagine approaching life's challenges with this newfound mental flexibility. In our next chapter, we'll explore the power of creative visualization, a technique that can supercharge your reframing efforts and help you manifest your goals. But before we move on, I'd love to hear from you. How has reframing changed your perspective on a recent situation? Share your experiences in the comments below. Your insights could be the aha moment someone else needs. Stay tuned, because our next installment is all about harnessing the incredible power of your imagination to reshape your reality. Trust me, you won't want to miss this mind-bending exploration of creative visualization. Close your eyes for a moment and picture yourself achieving your most ambitious goal. Can you see it? Feel it? That's the power of creative visualization, a technique that can transform your dreams into reality by harnessing the incredible potential of your mind. Creative visualization isn't just a new age concept. It's a scientifically backed method that top athletes, successful entrepreneurs, and high achievers across various fields use to program their brains for success. But how exactly does it work, and how can you leverage this powerful tool in your own life? At its core, creative visualization involves using your imagination to create vivid mental images of what you want to achieve. This practice activates the same neural pathways in your brain as actually performing the action, a phenomenon known as neuroplasticity. A study published in the Journal of Cognitive Neuroscience found that mental practice can be almost as effective as physical practice in improving performance. Let's break down the process of creative visualization. 1. Set a clear, specific goal. 2. Create a detailed mental image of achieving that goal. 3. Engage all your senses in the visualization. 4. Practice regularly, ideally daily. 5. Take inspired action towards your goal. Here's a guided visualization exercise to get you started. Imagine you're about to give an important presentation. Close your eyes and visualize yourself standing confidently at the podium. See the attentive faces of your audience. Feel the smooth texture of your notes in your hands. Hear the sound of your strong, clear voice echoing through the room. Smell the subtle scent of your favorite cologne or perfume. Taste the mint from the breath freshener you had earlier. Now picture yourself delivering the presentation flawlessly, engaging your audience and receiving enthusiastic applause at the end. This multisensory approach enhances the effectiveness of your visualization. A study in the Journal of Imagery Research in Sport and Physical Activity found that athletes who engaged in multisensory imagery showed greater improvement in performance compared to those who used visual imagery alone. But creative visualization isn't just for big events or long-term goals. You can apply it to everyday situations. 1. Job interview. Visualize yourself answering questions confidently, making a great impression and leaving with a job offer. 2. Fitness goal. See yourself completing that challenging workout feeling strong and energized. 3. Public speaking. Imagine delivering your speech smoothly, connecting with your audience and receiving positive feedback. 4. Learning a new skill. Picture yourself mastering that new language or instrument, enjoying the process of improvement. 5. Relationship goal. Visualize having a positive, open conversation with a loved one, strengthening your bond. Remember, creative visualization is not about escaping reality or magical thinking. It's about training your brain to recognize opportunities, stay motivated, and take action towards your goals. As Dr. Maxwell Maltz, author of Psychocybernetics, stated, your nervous system cannot tell the difference between an imagined experience and a real experience. To maximize the benefits of creative visualization, consider these tips. 1. Be consistent. Practice daily, even if just for a few minutes. 2. Stay positive. Focus on what you want, not what you fear. 3. Be detailed. The more vivid your visualization, the more powerful its effect. 4. Combine with affirmations. Pair your visualizations with positive statements. 5. Align with action. Use visualization to inspire and guide your real-world efforts. A word of caution. While visualization is powerful, it's not a substitute for action. A study in the Journal of Experimental Social Psychology found that while positive visualization can boost mood and optimism, it can also reduce energy and effort if not paired with concrete planning. Here's a challenge for you. Choose one goal you'd like to achieve in the next month. Spend 5 minutes each day visualizing yourself accomplishing this goal. Be as detailed as possible in your mental imagery. At the end of the month, reflect on how this practice influenced your thoughts, actions, and progress towards the goal. As we wrap up this chapter, imagine the possibilities that open up when you harness the full power of your mind. Creative visualization can be your secret weapon in reprogramming your brain for success, confidence, and fulfillment. In our final chapter, we'll explore how to cement all these new mental habits through the practice of positive affirmations. But before we move on, I'd love to hear from you. How has creative visualization impacted your life? Share your experiences in the comments below. Your story could be the inspiration someone else needs to start their visualization journey. Get ready, because in our next and final installment, we're going to dive into the transformative power of positive affirmations. It's the perfect way to reinforce all the mental reprogramming techniques we've explored. You won't want to miss this capstone to our mind transformation series. Imagine having a personal cheerleader in your mind, constantly encouraging you and reinforcing your best qualities. That's the power of positive affirmations, a simple yet profound technique that can solidify all the mental reprogramming work we've done so far. Positive affirmations are more than just feel-good statements. They're a scientifically backed method for rewiring your brain and boosting self-esteem. But how exactly do these short, positive phrases create lasting change in our minds and lives? At their core, positive affirmations work by harnessing the brain's neuroplasticity, its ability to form new neural connections. When we consistently repeat positive statements, we're essentially training our brains to adopt new, empowering thought patterns. A study published in Social Cognitive and Affective Neuroscience found that self-affirmation activates brain circuits associated with self-related processing and reward, suggesting a neurological basis for its effects. Let's break down the process of creating and using effective affirmations. 1. Identify areas for improvement or desired changes. 2. Create short, positive statements in the present tense. 3. Make them personal and specific. 4. Ensure they're realistic and achievable. 5. Repeat them regularly, ideally daily. Here are some examples of powerful affirmations. 1. I am confident and capable in challenging situations. 2. I choose to focus on what I can control and let go of what I can't. 3. I am worthy of love, respect, and success. 4. My potential is limitless and I grow stronger every day. 5. I embrace change as an opportunity for growth. To maximize the impact of your affirmations, try incorporating them into your daily routine. You might recite them in front of a mirror each morning, set them as reminders on your phone, or write them in a journal before bed. The key is consistency and belief. Interestingly, research suggests that affirmations can be particularly effective when facing stressful situations. A study in the journal Psychological Science found that participants who practiced self-affirmation before a stressful task showed lower cortisol responses compared to a control group. But affirmations aren't just about reducing stress. They can also enhance performance. A study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology demonstrated that students who used self-affirmations showed significant improvement in problem-solving abilities under pressure. To create your own powerful affirmations, consider these tips. 1. Use I am statements to make them more personal and immediate. 2. Focus on the positive outcome you want, not the negative situation you're trying to avoid. 3. Make them emotionally resonant. They should feel meaningful to you. 4. Keep them in the present tense as if the desired outcome is already true. 5. Combine them with visualization for added impact. Here's a challenge for you. Create 3 personal affirmations based on areas of your life where you'd like to see positive change. Commit to repeating these affirmations daily for the next 21 days. Keep a journal to track any changes in your thoughts, feelings, or behaviors over this period. Remember, the power of affirmations lies not just in the words themselves, but in the shift in focus and mindset they create. As you consistently direct your attention to positive outcomes and self-belief, you're training your brain to seek out opportunities and solutions aligned with these affirmations. It's important to note that while affirmations are powerful, they work best when combined with action. As motivational speaker Zig Ziglar famously said, "Positive thinking will let you do everything better than negative thinking will." Use your affirmations as a springboard for taking concrete steps towards your goals. As we wrap up this final chapter in our mind reprogramming journey, take a moment to reflect on how far you've come. From conscious attention to pattern interruption, reframing to visualization, and now affirmations, you've equipped yourself with a powerful toolkit for mental transformation. But the journey doesn't end here. In fact, it's just beginning. These techniques become more potent with practice, so I encourage you to integrate them into your daily life. Which technique resonated with you the most? How do you plan to use these tools moving forward? Share your thoughts and plans in the comments below. Your insights could be the inspiration someone else needs to continue their own growth journey. As we conclude our series, remember that you have the power to shape your thoughts and through them your reality. Here's to your continued growth, success, and fulfillment. Congratulations! You've reached the end of our mind reprogramming journey, but in many ways this is just the beginning. Over the past 5 chapters, we've explored powerful techniques that have the potential to revolutionize your thought patterns, boost your confidence, and ultimately transform your life. Let's take a moment to recap the incredible toolkit you've acquired. 1. Conscious attention. You've learned to become the observer of your thoughts, creating space for change. 2. Pattern interruption. You now have the power to break free from negative thought cycles. 3. Reframing. You've discovered how to find opportunity in challenge and positivity in adversity. 4. Creative visualization. You can now harness the power of your imagination to manifest your goals. 5. Positive affirmations. You have the ability to reinforce positive beliefs and boost your self-esteem daily. Each of these techniques is backed by scientific research and has been proven effective in creating lasting change. For instance, a comprehensive meta-analysis published in Clinical Psychology Review found that cognitive restructuring techniques, which include reframing and pattern interruption, are highly effective in reducing symptoms of anxiety and depression. But the true power of these tools lies not just in their individual effects, but in how they work together synergistically. By combining conscious attention with pattern interruption, you become more adept at catching negative thoughts. When you pair reframing with creative visualization, you not only see challenges differently but can vividly imagine positive outcomes. And positive affirmations serve to reinforce all of these practices, creating a virtuous cycle of mental well-being. Now, I invite you to take on the 21-day Mind Transformation Challenge. For the next 3 weeks, commit to 1. Practicing conscious attention for 5 minutes daily. 2. Interrupting and reframing at least one negative thought pattern each day. 3. Spending 5 minutes on creative visualization of a key goal. 4. Reciting your personal positive affirmations morning and night. Remember, consistency is key. As neuropsychologist Donald Hebb famously said, "Neurons that fire together wire together." Every time you practice these techniques, you're strengthening new neural pathways and literally reshaping your brain. As you embark on this challenge, be patient and kind to yourself. Change doesn't happen overnight, but with persistence, you'll start to notice shifts in your thinking, your emotions, and even your behaviors. You might find yourself reacting more calmly to stress, approaching challenges with greater confidence, or feeling more optimistic about your future. I encourage you to keep a journal of your experiences during this 21-day journey. Note any changes you observe, no matter how small. This record will not only serve as motivation but also as a powerful reminder of your progress when you face future challenges. Remember, this journey of mind reprogramming is uniquely yours. You may find that some techniques resonate more strongly with you than others, and that's perfectly okay. The key is to make these practices your own, adapting them to fit your life and your personal growth goals. As we conclude this series, I want to emphasize that you have within you the power to shape your thoughts, your experiences, and ultimately your life. The mind is incredibly adaptable, a concept known as neuroplasticity, which research has shown continues well into adulthood. This means that no matter your age or past experiences, you have the ability to create positive change. I invite you to share your experiences, insights, and questions in the comments below. Your journey might just inspire someone else to start their own path of mental transformation. And remember, you're not alone in this journey. There's a whole community here to support and encourage you. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of mind reprogramming. Here's to your continued growth, success, and the incredible future that awaits you with your newly empowered mind. Hey, incredible growth seekers! Wow, what a journey! If this video resonated, subscribe now for more life-changing content. Join our community of self-improvers. Smash that like button to fuel more content on mindfulness, goal setting, and emotional intelligence. Share this video to create a ripple of positive change. Comment below about your growth journey. Your insights shape our content. Next week, boosting self-confidence and overcoming limiting beliefs. Don't miss it. Every interaction brings us closer to a world of empowered individuals. Let's make personal development global. Stay inspired, keep growing. Your best self awaits. Let's unlock it together.